Mom April. So for today is another topic for us to talk about. As you can see, ang dami nating toys around us. So this is what we're going to be discussing today. Before we start, let me first share to you my experience as a mom. So as I mentioned before, I have a daughter. I think the mommies with girls, we went through the same experience, no? My time na Brielle became fascinated with certain toys like Little Pony, Equestria Girls, Pinipons, and now she likes Barbies. So those things, I don't know about the boys because they have their own thing. One thing in common, the price. They are not cheap, right? And the thing with the toys now, it comes in set. Collectibles. As if luring our kids to buy more, right? It becomes really challenging for us parents because number one, of the price, and sometimes it's really difficult to say no. I buy it for her when there is special occasion, like for example, it's her birthday or Christmas, or she wants it as a reward for something that she did excellently. As an OT, play is very important for us because the kids we see in the clinic, ang primary occupation nila is play. That is why we have to make sure that the kids are able to play as expected and that they're able to learn something from it. This is what I use to teach my kids and to help them develop their skills. So these are just some of the toys that I have here in the clinic. Now, if you're going to ask me, Teacher April, alin ba yung pinaka-useful na toys for you when it comes to like teaching skills? Well, for me, the thing that I usually use here are the form boards. So I have different types of form boards. Depende sa level ng kid na I'm teaching. So the easiest ones is like this. So this is a shape form board. If you remove it, you'll see that the shape has the same color dun sa butas. This is the easiest because the kid just needs to match. Now, it becomes a challenge for them because they need to orient the shape para magkasya sa butas. If that's the case, if they're having a hard time, then you just need to help the kid orient it to shoot it properly. It's up to you actually how you're going to grade the activity. If you just want the kid to match the color, if you see him putting the color or the shape near here but cannot turn it and orient it well, then you provide assistance. Like that. So this is one of the easiest. I also have here the animal form board. So when it comes to using these materials, actually, you use something that is familiar to them. So if you're teaching toddlers, you can get their attention by using things that they love, like animals, vehicles. Sometimes they love fruits and vegetables, but most of the time it's the animals and the transportation. So here, if you remove it, there is a similar picture here. He just need to match it, which makes it easy. Same with the shapes. Also, I have here vegetables. Again, it's just matching because the picture is just here. The only thing that you need to target would be the placing or orienting of the shape to fit it in the hole. This is what I'm talking about a while ago. The boys particularly love this because it's transportation. So with the form boards, you can actually target also naming the common objects. For example, whenever he puts it, you have to repeatedly name it like, oh, you're going to put the helicopter or the ambulance. You just have to provide repetition. It doesn't matter if the kid is not yet able to say it. As long as you provide or name the object, it will really help them develop that speech later on. This one are also fruits, pero mas mahirap ito than the other ones that I showed you kanina. Why? Because there is nothing here. There's no visual cue to tell them that they have to put this particular fruit here. The thing is, they need to be able to recognize the shape, which is, I think, challenging for some kids. So what we do is to lower the demand. For example, you can point where they need to put it, and then you assist him in placing it or orienting it well. So it's up to you. It depends on the level of the child, how you're going to grade up or grade down the level of demand or the level of difficulty. So this one, we call this form board with indistinct shapes. Another form board that they love because here are sea creatures. They are very familiar with this, and they love matching these animals. Now we go to the letter and the number form boards. This is very helpful if you're actually teaching concepts like letters and numbers. I have here small letters and big letters. And then I have here numbers. You can actually use this in different ways. If you're going to ask me, ano yung go-to toy ko in the clinic, it would be this set. So how do I use it? For example, the target is letter identification. I'm going to ask the kid to go through a series of obstacles, ask that kid to get a particular letter, and then go back again to give me the letter that I asked him to get. For toddlers or for preschool years, these are the ones na ginagamit ko most of the time. But again, you have to know the level of your child. It doesn't mean na because nasa toddler or preschool year siya, expected na siya to do all of this. You have to start from his level and then progress going up. So you cannot force your kid to do this if he is not yet ready. So before you give this, you might want to try the easy ones first. I also have this matching shapes. Actually, you can also use this toy to target color. For self-help skills, I have these toys that we use to practice manipulating fasteners. So this is for buttons. I have big buttons and small buttons. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but this one is smaller. This one is bigger. I also have this one, zipper, like that. This one, Velcro, snap, there. And then I also have laces. If you're going to target self-help and you don't have toys like this, you can actually do it na using yung damit niya or yung sinusuot niya araw-araw. For smaller kids, you can use this, shape sorters. If you look at it, this one is actually complicated because there are lots of holes and the shapes are not that obvious. So what I do is, instead of using it to shoot shapes, for babies, I use it for shooting objects inside the hole.